Welcome to 5-Minute Lessons for Nonprofits. I'm Ben Takis, and today we're going to talk about getting a tax ID number, also known as EIN or Employer Identification Number, for a new nonprofit. A few things to know about EINs before you get started. The EIN is required to apply for tax-exempt status and for many other purposes. However, a nonprofit should not get an EIN until after the entity has been formed. That means after the Articles of Incorporation have been filed and certified by your state government. Another very important reminder, this should be a one-time process for your organization. You should never apply for another EIN for the same organization unless you consult legal counsel or a qualified tax professional first. Next, I highly recommend having a duly appointed officer of the organization fill out this application and serve as a responsible party. That is going to make this process go a lot more smoothly, and it's going to get you access to an official IRS confirmation letter pretty much instantly after you submit the application. Lastly, the easiest and most efficient way to get an EIN is to go right to the IRS website at irs.gov. Don't make the mistake of clicking on some third-party or private company website that may come up when you Google this. You want to always go right to the IRS website. And here we are on the irs.gov homepage. The easiest way to get to the EIN application is to put EIN into the search box. So we'll do that, and you can see that brings it right up, so click there. This is just an overview of the steps, and whenever you're ready, click Apply Online Now. And this is a pop-up with some additional instructions, so make sure to read all that and click Begin Applications when you're done. For this first question, I like to go to the bottom and click View Additional Types, including tax-exempt and governmental organizations. For additional types, for most 501c3 organizations, I'm going to click the last bullet, Other Nonprofit Tax-Exempt Organizations. Obviously, if you are a church or a homeowners association, you'd click one of those, but for most new nonprofits, this is going to be the right selection. This next page just confirms the selection, so click Continue. And for this page, why is the organization requesting an EIN? The most simple option, and the one that I normally use, is just started a new business. And this page, the responsible party. As I recommended before, you're going to want to have an officer of the organization fill this out. So that person's going to need to be prepared to put in their social security number. And when they do, they're going to click, I am a responsible and duly authorized member or officer. I'm going to put in my information for these illustration purposes, but obviously I'm going to cut away for privacy reasons. For this page, where's the organization physically located? You're going to need some kind of physical street address, like a business address, home address, or a virtual office address. But note that the IRS doesn't want a P.O. box for this. I'm going to enter my office address and phone number here for illustration purposes, but again, I will cut away from that for privacy reasons. And on the next page, there will be a confirmation, and you'll normally want to accept their database version to make it easier. On this page, you're going to need to enter the legal formal name of the organization as shown on the Articles of Incorporation. But note that for some reason, this page does not accept periods or commas. So remove any of that, but otherwise should be the formal name. And for our purposes, I'm going to put in a hypothetical organization name. This organization does not exist, and I'm not going to submit this application because I don't want to do anything fraudulent. But to show you how this works, that is the hypothetical name I entered. And for start date, you want to put the date that the Articles of Incorporation were filed and certified by your state government. On this page where it says tell us more about the organization, for most new nonprofit 501c3 organizations, I click no to all of these questions, but obviously you should make sure that that is accurate. This last question about whether you have employees, that definitely might vary depending on the organization, but for small organizations, the answer is typically no. For this page, what does your business or organization do? You could see a variety of options, healthcare, social assistance, but for most organizations, I like to click Other, which will give you more options on this next page. Generally, the right option is going to be organizations such as religious, environmental, etc. And again, here are some options. And for most organizations, I end up clicking Other. And this asks for a very short description. and I'm going to put in education and training for this hypothetical organization. Now we're almost at the end. You always want to click the first box. That will make the letter appear instantly. Otherwise, you're going to be waiting a while to receive it. And this is the last page, giving you a summary and asking you to confirm the information that you entered. I'm going to black out some of this. Scrolling to the bottom, you can see the answers to the rest. And when you're ready, you click submit. Then it's going to happen very quickly and generate a final page that unfortunately I can't show you here. What I can show you is an example of the official IRS letter confirming your EIN. This is just a portion of it, and I've redacted the organization's information, but what you get will look very much like this. That should do it for today. In this lesson, I've walked you through the process of getting an EIN for your organization, and for most new nonprofits, the next step is to open a bank account. For more information about that process, click on the link on the screen. Thanks for watching. See you next time.